two unlikely friends stumbled upon a secret that would shake the gambling world to its core. Kane and Andre Nestor had discovered an exploit in one of the most popular video poker machines, turning them into multimillionaires overnight. But how long could they keep their winning streak going before the house caught on? It all began on a sweltering day in July 2009. Kane, a 50-year-old music aficionado with a penchant for video poker, strolled into the high-limit room at the Silverton Casino in Las Vegas. Little did anyone know that this unassuming man was about to embark on one of the most audacious gambling runs in history. Kane sat down at a Game King video poker machine, his fingers dancing across the buttons with the grace of a concert pianist. Within minutes, the purple light atop the machine flashed, signaling a $4,300 jackpot. But this was just the beginning. Over the next 90 minutes, Kane hit jackpot after jackpot, raking in over $30,000. From his perch in the surveillance room, Charles Williams, the casino's director of surveillance, watched with growing suspicion. Kane wasn't using any known cheating devices, no light wands, no electromagnetic pulses. He was simply pressing buttons, but the wins were coming far too fast and too frequently to be mere luck. As Williams scrutinized the footage, he noticed something impossible. Kane had just won another jackpot with the exact same hand he'd played moments before. The odds against this were astronomical. It was clear. Kane had found a bug in the Game King, the most popular video slot machine in Las Vegas. Unbeknownst to the casino, Kane had stumbled upon this glitch 3 months earlier at the Fremont Hotel and Casino. For years, he'd been a hardcore video poker addict, losing hundreds of thousands of dollars annually. But now, he'd finally cracked the code. The bug was deceptively simple. By manipulating a series of button presses, Kane could replay winning hands at will, essentially printing money with each spin. It was a gambler's dream and a casino's worst nightmare. Kane knew he was onto something big, but he also knew he couldn't keep this to himself. He called his old friend Andre Nestor, a down-on-his-luck gambler scraping by on welfare checks. Together they formed an unlikely duo, ready to take on the casinos of Las Vegas. As they refined their technique, Kane and Nestor realized the true potential of their discovery. They could trigger jackpots on the same hand multiple times, simply by lowering the denomination and repeating the glitch. They could even piggyback on other players' wins, turning small payouts into massive jackpots. The pair prowled the casino floors, seeking out vulnerable machines. Their winnings skyrocketed. In a single day at Harrah's, they walked away with over $50,000. Video poker wasn't gambling anymore. It was a license to print money. But as their winnings grew, so did the tension between them. Nestor, once grateful for Kane's discovery, began to resent sharing the profits. Arguments erupted over how to split their ill-gotten gains. The friendship that had brought them together was now threatening to tear them apart. Despite their disagreements, the winning streak continued. Kane hit casino after casino, his total winnings climbing past $500,000. Nestor, operating solo in Pennsylvania, wasn't far behind, but their luck was about to run out. On a fateful night at the Silverton Casino, Kane found himself waiting for a payout when 3 men approached him. The head of security handcuffed him and led him away. The gig was up. As Kane sat in a holding cell, the full weight of what they'd done began to sink in. He managed to get a call out to Nestor, warning him that their secret had been discovered. But Nestor, flush with his own success, convinced himself that Kane was lying to keep the winnings for himself. The aftermath was swift and brutal. Kane and Nestor were hit with hundreds of felony counts. The media dubbed Nestor a real-life Danny Ocean. The FBI seized their winnings, and both men found themselves facing years in federal prison. As the legal battle dragged on, the case took on larger implications. At its core was a question that would define the digital age. When does exploiting a computer bug cross the line from clever gaming to illegal hacking? prosecution argued that Kane and Nestor had exceeded their authorized access to the Game King when they knowingly exploited the bug. The defense countered that the whole point of gambling was to beat the machine, and it was up to the computer to set and enforce limits. After months of legal wrangling, the case against Kane and Nestor began to unravel. The hacking charges were dropped, leaving only a tenuous conspiracy charge. Faced with a weakening case, the prosecutors offered both men a deal: testify against the other and walk free. And it was the ultimate gambler's dilemma. But Kane and Nestor, once friends and now bitter rivals, made the same choice. They refused to turn on each other. In the end, all charges were dropped. Kane and Nestor walked free, but their friendship was irreparably damaged. They haven't spoken since 2009. Today, Kane spends his days recording classical music and uploading videos to YouTube. Nestor, banned from Pennsylvania casinos, has found a new addiction in mobile games.